Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Alif Faiez bin Arisman. I'll be presenting about the human activity on genetic diversity in forest management. So proceed. So for the first one, which is the importance of genetic diversity. So the first one is for evolution. So without the genetic diversity, it is impossible for any species to evolve. That's why diversity is important for species to evolve. And the second one is a keystone species. So the genetic diversity will make up a keystone species in an ecosystem. So in an ecosystem, there are many types of species, such as prey, predator, producer. We also have inhesive species. We have the native species, and also we have the importantly keystone species. So the keystone species, they do not have any connection between the prey or predator, but he has a very important role, which is important niche, which is to make sure the stability of number between species or stability of the ecosystem. So such as example, I will take elephant in a grassland. So elephant is known as also as a keystone species because it will eat all the small trees, such as sugarcane or any of these small trees. So the grass in the grassland can grow. So that's such example of the keystone species. We also have the important genetic diversity, which is for survival and adaptation. So in genetic diversity, there is many genetic. So one genetic is to adapt to survive. Such example, a bug, when it was behind to the bird, so the bug will change color. So that is kind of a survival. It will change color not directly but from time to time. So such as the color of the bug is light brown. So when often get caught by the birds, so it will turn to the dark brown. So that is an example of genetic diversity in surviving and adapting. So the last one, to avoid genetic drift. So genetic drift is when there is a inbreeding between mother plant. So it is important of genetic diversity to avoid the genetic drift. So we can have more plenty type of plant or type of species or type of animal. So these are the four important of the genetic diversity. Okay, just now I have tell you about the importance of the genetic diversity. So we will move on to the second point in this presentation, which is the human activity in a forest management. So I will take about the three main human activity in a forest management. So for the first one, I take about the selective harvesting rotation. Second one, artificial regeneration. And also the third one, the commercial thinning. So for the first one, which is the selective harvesting rotation. So selective harvesting rotation is we select specific tree to harvest and specific tree to plant, such as we take in a temporal forest, they take the pine tree to harvest, because to make sure that the continuity of the pine tree is can be seen or can be everlast to the future time. So that is the one of the activity in a forest management, which is selective harvesting rotation, which is it will only select the specific tree to harvest from time to time. Okay. For the second point is the duration artificial, which is when they harvest a tree or any tree that died or anything that harvest, so then we use seedling to grow on that timber or that specific land. It's not like the natural generation, which is from the sprout or from the bees anything, but they put a specific seedling for the tree to grow. So that is the artificial regeneration. And the third one is the commercial thinning. Okay, commercial thinning is different from this selective harvesting rotation, which is the commercial thinning is can be to many trees, not just the selective tree. So when, such example, a tree fell or in a forest, so they will directly cut the tree. With thinning the tree, or just when a tree is too old, they will cut the tree. Not only specific tree, to make sure that the other tree in the forest can grow well. So the factor that they have the commercial thinning is one is the tree is too old or too tall for other tree to grow. So that is the commercial thinning. So that's the three main activity that I get in a human effect in genetic diversity in the forest management. Okay, so just now I have told you about the 2 points, which is the genetic diversity and also the human activity in forest management. So right now we'll tell you about the effect of human activity in the forest management. So for the first one is the decrease in diversity. So in the forest management, they usually plant a tree that they need to plant, which is they need to conserve, to preserve. So when that's happened, in that forest, there will be only that tree. So that will cause the diversity, the diversion of the ecosystem. Yeah, still there is many other tree, but as we can say that the diversity is become less because time to time the tree will have, the specific tree will have more number than the other tree, so that they will decrease in diversity. And second one is less to adapt, which is when the tree is being cared by the human, so they're less to adapt. The tree natural selection will become lesser because the tree is being kept by the human, it's being taken care by the human. So the tree is likely to have a survival instinct, to adapt to the current climate or to the current change in the ecosystem. So the tree will become likely to adapt. So the third one is the less population, which is in the forest management there is only a secure forest, a secure land, secure perimeter. So there will be less population to the tree, or also less population of the animal in the forest because of as the forest grow, which is a specific tree, and then maybe there is some animal that only can live in the specific tree, so they make the birds or any animal will migrate to other place, so will make the forest become less populate. And also the human will also move throughout the forest, so they make sure that the harmful animal can be avoid, can be harmed, and sometimes will be harmed, not harmed, but will be moved to another forest to make sure that the population is stable and not overcrowded, so there will be less population. And for the third one is inbreeding between the adult tree, which is when in the area that have been covered by the same tree or the same species, making the plant grow as the same tree. So that will make the genetic diversity more or less decrease. So that is one of the effect of the genetic diversity, so making the inbreeding between species the same adult tree. So that's the 4 point of the effect of humanity in genetic diversity. I can conclude that if we let the forest grow naturally, we can help to boost and preserve the forest. That's all from me. Thank you.